here. Like I could do producing and directing after this, I'm sure of it. Okay. To begin with, we'll bring ourselves to a comfortable seated position. So if you're sitting in your chair, I'll move back to my chair. So if you're sitting in your chair, both feet flat to the floor. Now you don't have to be in your bare feet. You can do this practice in your shoes as well. I like to do it in my bare feet because it gives you a sense of ground. It gives me a sense of grounding as well, that I can feel the floor, or even if you're outside doing it, then you get a sense of the grass. It's a nice time of year to get out and walk on the grass or have the feet on the grass as well. So in the chair, I'm sitting a little bit towards the center. So I'm not right back in, I'm a little bit towards the center here. And my hands are placed onto my knees or laps. Palms can be down or palms up, either or. And your eyes can be open or closed. If you allow your eyes to be open, just get your gaze to be soft. Focus on something, keep your gaze soft. So already we're beginning to bring the awareness, the focus inside. So allow yourself to be in this space now. Allow yourself to be here now. And bringing the attention down to the feet, begin to sense, feel, or imagine what's happening in around the feet. Bring the focus up to where the hands rest now and begin here again. Sense, feel, or imagine what's happening in or around the hands. And then focusing to where you're sitting. Can you become aware of the weight of the body into your chair? The support that's coming from here. So without collapsing into the chair, we're still nice and as upright as we can be. We're not completely collapsing into the chair, but we're allowing the chair to support us. Gently bringing the attention now to the breath. Start to watch the body breathing itself. This may be watching the inhale, where that movement might be in the belly or the chest or both. And then the exhale, as it leaves the body, making space for the next breath in. I am breathing in. I am breathing out. And here can be a good place if you have a sankalpa, an intention, an affirmation, a positive statement you say for yourself in the present tense. It could be for the practice this morning. It could be for today. It could be for the week ahead. Plant that seed now and repeat your sankalpa mentally 3 times. Welcoming yourself back to the chair, back to the space that you're in, listening to the sounds, the feet on the floor. And welcoming a little bit of movement into fingers and toes. And as you gently open your eyes, allow your gaze to come onto the floor, bring in your focus slowly and gently back into the space. Perfect. So the little breath work I'm going to do this morning with you is sometimes called the lion breath. I'm going to take my scarf off so that you can see. It's called the lion breath, and it's a nice one to do while seated. It's a great one to stimulate, get the lung energy going as well. Don't worry if you do have a little cough afterwards, that can happen because you're shifting stuff around in the lungs as well. Be aware though, if you are in a shared space, I would advise maybe opening the window, or if you are in a shared space with anyone, maybe, I don't know if you feel like you want to cover your mouth or rather than breathing in on top of someone, because there is a little bit of action happening for this. Okay, so we place our hands onto the knees. We'll do it 5 times. I'll show you first what we're doing. We're breathing in, and then as we're breathing out, we're folding over a little bit, and then you stick the tongue out. It's not glamorous by any stretch of the imagination, but it's good fun. I always find I get a good laugh doing it myself. So when you're sticking out your tongue, if you choose, you can always bring your eyes up as well. Give the eyes a little bit of an exercise as well. So we're going to do this 5 times. When you're ready, shoulders away from the ears, we're going to take a breath in, and then come back, take a breath in. Let's do it 3 more times. With your own breath, at your own pace. And then come back to sit, let everything settle. Particularly if you're feeling a little bit woozy in the head, bring your focus back down to your feet. Take a few deep breaths in and out if that suits you. Reset. And slowly, gently opening the eyes, bring the focus back in. We're going to bring the arms out to the side. Obviously, if you have got any shoulder issues or anything, modify as much as you can. So you might not come up so far. As I said, if you're feeling any pain, please pull away from it. So as we're breathing in, we're coming up, we're bringing the arms up. We're going to bring the palms together. And as we breathe out, bringing the hands back down through the center. So we'll do that again. We're breathing in, coming up, palms of the hands together. If that works for you, bringing the hands down. Let's do 1 more this way. Breathing in, coming up. And always working at your own pace with your own breath. And then from here, we're going to breathe in and bringing my hands up through the center. I'm going to turn my palms and then hands come down as I'm breathing out. Breathing in, coming up. Exhale, coming down. And then again, breathing in, coming up. And then exhale, coming down. Lovely. Bringing the fingertips, I'm bringing my fingertips to my shoulders as if I was holding 2 oranges. I'm going to make some circles with my elbows. And I'm opening to the front and back. To the front and back. And 5 times can be a nice number to do with this. And then let's go the opposite direction. So bring them back and then front. So you can imagine, sometimes I like to imagine I've got a pencil or a paintbrush coming out of my elbow and I'm making these lovely circles. You can even pick a colour if you want as well. I usually like to finish, see what you think, by bringing the elbows up and then out and then down. It's kind of, again, like a little reset into the shoulders. Now, bringing our attention from here all the way down to the feet. I'm going to lift 1 foot up, placing a hand underneath if you need to, and then do a little rotation 1 way. And then I'm going to go the other way. So this can be done as well on the floor if that suits you better. Perfect. Place the foot, actually before we do that, point and then bring the foot back, point. And do that one more. Lovely. Over to the other side. Again, you can hold, or maybe just hold on to the chair. Do a little circle. Don't worry if you hear the clicks and clacks, that's okay. And then go the other way. Lovely. And then we're going to point and towards the head and point. And then one more. Lovely. Okay. So back to the legs again. We're going to lift one knee up towards the chest. Now you can stay here if you like. The next time you breathe out, bringing the forehead down. Now, you're kind of bringing the chest in a little bit as well. So make sure you're not just bringing the head down. So bringing the chest forward and then letting the head come down. And breathe in, come back. And then exhale. And then inhale, come back. And then exhale. Lovely. We're going to do the other side. So lifting up. And then as you breathe in, you're creating that little bit of space. And as you breathe out, coming into your little curl. Breathing in. And then curl on your exhale. And then one more. Inhale back to center. And exhale to do your little curl. Perfect. So another one I like to do is a little bit of a resistance move for the hips and the legs. So placing the hands to the outside of the knee. And you have the legs maybe hip distance. So there is a little bit of space. So we're going to press the knees into the hands into the knees. Now make sure that your shoulders are nice and relaxed as you do this as well. So pressing, and we're going to hold here for 3, 2, 1, and then relax. And then we do that again. So knee into hand into knee, 3, 2, 1, relax. So you don't have to, like maybe 50% of your strength is okay. So then press again, 3, 2, 1, and relax. And then we're going to bring on the inside. So again, you're pressing, and there's a little bit of resistance that happens into the shoulders and the arms as well. So we're pressing knee into hands into the knees, and then 3, 2, 1. And notice as you do this and relax, what muscles are having. Can you be aware? Can you notice what muscles are working to do this? 3, 2, 1. And don't worry if it doesn't come to, if it's not available, that sensation. You can even imagine, I'll tell you, like those muscles I find in me anyway, tend to kick in. 3, 2, 1, relax. Okay, lovely. So a little bit of movement in around the hips again. If you want to place your hand onto your hip crease, which is just the top of the legs, and I'm folding forward. And then I'm going to come back. So the thing here is if blood pressure is an issue for you, you don't have to come too far forward. Just be mindful of that. And then come back. And we could take a breath in here. And if you want, you can even place the hands down to the knees and come forward a little bit more if that is comfortable for you. And then come back. And then we're going to come all the way. So again, if blood pressure is an issue, only come halfway. If you're comfortable to come all the way, let the arms release, let the head release. Take a breath or two here. Awareness to the breathing at the back of the body. And then when you're ready, slowly, gently coming all the way back up. Take your time. And back to seated. So a little bit of work into the spine, a seated cat pose as we're breathing in, lifting the chest, the head will come up, and as you exhale, rounding the back, letting the head come down. I'll show you from the side. Breathing in, lifting up, so we're coming into a little bit of a back bend, exhaling, rounding the back. Let's do 3 more here with your own breath at your own pace. Shoulders come away from the ears as you lift up. And one more here. And then inhale, come back to center. Lovely. So a little side stretch. I'm going to place my hand onto the chair. Bringing the other arm up, you can place your fingertips on the shoulders if you like, and coming over to the side, reaching into the fingertips. Taking a nice breath or two here. And then as you breathe in, come back. Exhale, hand comes down. Inhale, the other hand comes up. Exhale and over. I'm trying to keep my arm in line with my ear as best as I can. So if you're just using the elbow, it might look like that. And then inhale back to center, exhale, coming down. And into a twist. So I'm going to place one hand on the outside of my leg, the opposite leg. I'm going to bring the other arm behind. Taking a breath in, and then exhale. So you don't come that far in this twist. It's not a very strong twist. That does not mean it's not effective. It's still very effective. And then taking a breath in here. As you breathe out, come back to center. Inhale. And then over on your breath out to the other side. Take your time. Sometimes one side will be different to the other. And rather than pushing or striving to get into this twist, find the twist yourself where it is comfortably for you. Check in on the jaw, that we're not holding too much tension in the jaw or the shoulders. And then as you're breathing out, the next time coming back to center. I'm going to do a few little shoulder rolls up, back and down, and then up and back and down, and then up and back and down. Perfect. A little breath that can be used in the middle of all of this, that's quite nice, is the candle breath or the who breath. So as we're breathing in, we breathe in through the nose, and then as we're breathing out through either pursed lips, like you're trying to blow out a candle and you don't want the wax to go everywhere. Or if you want, you can try with the who sound. So the who sound requires a little bit more out of the mouth. There's a little bit more muscle work happening in the mouth. So see what works for you. We'll do it 5 times. So the hands can be comfortable, shoulders away from the ears, eyes can be open or closed. 5 times we'll do our who breath, our candle breath. When you have completed your 5 breaths, allow the breath come back to an everyday pace, an everyday rhythm. And taking a moment or two there, with that awareness of what we've done in our movement, what we've done with our breath. Letting all of that settle in. if you like, to close our practice, palms of the hands together, thumbs resting at the heart center, or both hands resting over the heart center. And sending a blessing to ourselves, to our loved ones, and to everyone across the globe. May all be well, may all be happy, may all be free from suffering. May all be well, may all be happy, may all be free from suffering. Namaste. Thank you, everyone.